went out in a ball of fire.
Oh, speaking of fire, a heater of a shot from Crashies to begin. YZ out of this round, but they do get a sight. And they get aggressive towards Tree. Two players slipping ahead, and they spring the trap and the punishment of the frenzy.
They didn't.
NRG so unaware.
Oh my goodness. They didn't know they didn't close the door.
And the flash, I don't know what it's going to do here. Victor tries to make the most of it, but there's 4 players to find. He's taken down the first. K9 was on for the ace. There's 3 standing, and they've recovered.
What is that round? I mean, thinking back to it, why is he off of the first kill? Crashies takes him down mid. His idea is to run down Catwalk solo as Jet while they run out A. And I think that's to set up what actually happened for them to push through the door, because they're expecting a little bit more from Cat. They're backing off, not really paying attention to A. And this is the result. Crashies caught out with a dart, getting ready to throw it out. Double peeking into 2 people who aren't even ready. What a round from K9.
And you can see how much this means to the team that no one thought. Their initial line of coming into this was, we're here to learn. We're just going to see who we face, get some cool takeaways, see how it feels to play against this level of team. And they've come out and they've won the pistol in the second map. They won the first. But can they keep this clean? We haven't really seen Billy here on this map. Hadn't been part of that veto process particularly. So we have to see how this fares against NRG. And yes, I think the desk was alluding, this does fall a little bit more on Ardis' shoulders as well. Back in a role that we've noted him for. First contact made towards Cat. It looks like they're backing away from this.
Yeah, there's a stack over towards B. Already getting some information on the 1A player, but nothing more than that might push them towards the site that is unfavorable. Still with the weapon advantage, shouldn't be the worst deal, but there is a flash from some. There's plenty of flashes from Victor too.
Knife should have highlighted 3 players potentially. They should know they're walking into a stack, and you can see them maybe second guessing here, but they might just power on through. Some paranoia there. YZ! Oh, I thought he had a third. K9 caught Som, so CT's clear, but Victor! Okay, no dangerous from Victor there, but again, this bit of chip damage, nice shot from Crashies at the start. These sort of moments aren't enough. It's the second round for Billy.
And I like that as well. Realizing the stack is there. You called out the util that was getting thrown from the back of sight. You saw the dart, you saw the knife from Victor and Crashies. You know there's more. But instead of falling off with the 35 seconds into space that they've lost, YZ just clears with the Marshall. Very nice idea. What a shot from Victor, but clearly not enough. He's getting up there on that kill record, but once again, it would be so sad to see it coming during a loss, during an elimination from this year's champions.
And a pacey beginning, but noted in middle. An almost brazen in approach. They aren't respecting NRG at all. A fast mid piece here, 120 on the board, and already FNS going to be noting this. And it looks like they're not particularly stopping. YZ's got Ardis. That was deep in CT. This is, again, funneling through towards that B site. Crashies and FNS reveal all this info, but he doesn't get what he wants. Yes, chip damage on K9, but that's not enough to secure the kill.
The freeze here is beautiful from Billy. They're even getting ult orbs up. I mean, they took the front of sight and then just back up, but
2 top mid?
Yeah, this is, how do you expect this?
You surely don't.
Is there a drone, something? No.
They didn't hear the drop. They definitely didn't hear. Wait. Somebody's checking. He still looked, but they've got a perfect follow-up. NRG dominating middle. Predictive flash towards CT. Victor in control of this. Tries to get away. Leave K9.
30 seconds.
Walking wounded. He's taking down 1.
Finesse is staying. He should hear him when he gets closer.
Steps.
But he's not looking.
There we go, turn.
Was there a gun barrel? No.
He's got this. Yeah, he's got this. Nice.
And look at the difference there on that anti-eco. The freeze led to them continuing into that site with the 30 seconds. Here, it leads to a scramble back away where they have no control of the space, no idea that Crashies and Victor could do what they did. Walking all the way top mid. And that nets NRG the anti-bonus. Crazy to see Crashies invest in that Odin instantly too. That's what really ultimately scared them away from that B site. But now you gotta see, is there anti-KO setups? Because K9, with that early pistol around 4K, he's got his ult online. And look, there is actually. Finesse with a turret top mid, an alarm bot and Cat, and his nanos on the A site where he's not going to get suppressed unless K-Knight goes up mid or he just dies.
Zero respect, pure confidence. YZ is willing to challenge, but you can see the ult coming out as well.
That's from Victor. And you can tell that means they're really scared about what's going on, and there's no serious attempt at a reclear here by Artis or Victor.
These stalls are just playing against NRG's mental so badly. They want to check this again. Artis, got to be careful. He's got to be on red alert here. He takes down one. Doesn't fully fall away, still holds towards position. You look towards Cat. K-Knight's creeping.
He just got B-main too.
Okay, if you're going to have a game like that from Artis, it's game back on from NRG.
And Victor too.
A little bit of stall towards short, slowing them down off the back of the paranoia too. Bianca and Rin not getting the access they want now. Artis, ever present. 37 seconds, he's got the angle, he's got the kill. This man is out for blood. Victor finds the final one, but NRG getting back into this series now.
What a response from Artis. The moment there too, when he's trying to fall away after this first kill.
Oh.
He realized the B-man is open. That's why he doesn't dive out of that position. And then he goes for the full peek after he smokes it. Beautiful stuff. Victor with the final kill there. Now 1 away from tying that record of 1654 kills at global events.
A little bit of a pace change here though. Still trying to show presence in middle, but not the same approach. Look at Artis though, speaking about aggression and confidence, he wants to at least show a little something. Highlight he's still in the game and with him noted potentially. What do they do off the back of this? Oh dear. Rin could be it. Oh wow, the timing on that. Rin just backed off.
It's like he's ready for it, but not exactly sure of when it's gonna come.
God, and look at this.
They're in the
position.
open right here.
This is perfect.
He's looking, but not on an angle that really you can do much. Never mind.
He's so clean with it.
What?
He's just flying in. Oh, he almost had another. I thought he might have had a finesse, not the case. But they're still going to power on forward, still looking towards the A site. It's on the captain himself, the IGL. Does he dare? He absolutely does.
Oh my goodness.
Looking to get behind him. He knows where one is. He's got the first. Gonna get the punish. No!
That's
he tried to
resible.
stick around. And now the res, absolutely. The reveal off the dart is perfect though. Artis can't land it. They expected the swing. And it's all on Crash. He's pretty far off from this. Plant down. Crashies ahead of the smoke. For this gun ain't ideal. He exploded the first. He's now been revealed. He's noted. They know he's here. But he's made his presence known with that. Kill confirms. He looks for a follow-up. One towards Hell, one towards Gen. Divide and conquer. Crashies can be so good at this. Forces the hand from the player from Hell. Throne waits patiently on the drop down. Nothing more left to play with. Can he find him? Goes for it. He does! Oh! That could have been everything. K-Knight though, the final destination he can't quite get past.
That situation there on the Gen player is just crazy for him to even come out on top of that fight. Great push from YZ, expecting it. That's why Rin falls off. He's got somebody to cover. But then the final moments on the clutch too. By the way, Crashes couldn't rotate because of how often they're freezing here. He was on A site for so long. And then both of them wide swinging each other off the fall off is just crazy too. And there's just more layers here for Finesse to have to deal with. Now they have this lockdown from Yosemite. This dart's always finding value, but not quite enough to find kills.
I'm trying to read into this like it's gonna be the go-up. The ults come in. 3 players for NRG already called over, a 4th. Sat towards CT, leaving Artis the one towards middle. Make the most of the lockdown here.
Billy has already used their nade, their mollies, so there's a flood coming in from NRG.
Yeah, but the weaponry, it's so weak! And it's just a slaughter. Artis does not have enough to do the damage. I can't believe it. They're taking back this game, Baller.
Lauren, this is already 4 rounds on attack side. This is the first part of this half.
Yep.
How has this happened?
Chet wants to have a chat about it apparently as well. NRG struggling to get a bigger grip on this game, right? Like keeping control of this.
Yeah, I mean, we can say it. This is already too many rounds. They need a flawless run at the rest of this half. We can say that. The NRG players cannot let that creep into their mind at all for the rest of this game, but dire straits. I don't want to say panic stations yet, but you know you got to stop it now, right? And I still feel the way that Billy's playing that they can get another 2, another 3. That mid-round stalling. Yeah. The way they've been just dragging NRG around this map, punishing rotations, perfectly reading it out, the kind of almost bullish approach towards middle, getting some of those punishes going. They have been so slippery to pin down here. I don't think NRG have that full read yet. And I think adaptable too. I was talking about how I didn't really feel that way about them watching the Chinese qualifiers, but in this game, you already see them receiving the push from Victor, receiving the push from Sam up at the top of middle. Those are the sorts of things that are happening without a timeout, which just goes to speak to what happens when you have a player like K-Knight stomping the leaderboards and everybody having a good understanding of the flow with these pauses that are coming in, with these freezes that they're throwing in to this. Artist finally with the op though. See if he can find anything. And he's probably gonna have a challenger in middle. It's not like they're afraid. They're not showing respect to him in that way. Let's see, a couple more seconds and we kick this one off here. Victor wants to get the notice on players towards tiles. First challenger appears, shot does not land. Artist now needs to look towards a secondary angle because look at the pacing from Billy. Billy, fast, the flash not gonna quite crest. Victor there, operator noted, and Victor's where it stops. 2 critical kills, he can fall off this, he does now need to outstay his welcome. And Artist too getting it as well. Now there's time for Billy to recoup, figure out how it's gone, but Victor has broken Ye's record. 1,654 kills on the global stage. And he has the highest amount. Still a way to play into this, not much anymore though. If Knight gets the second one, then all of a sudden, Yunk can follow up. Yunk though, it was great when we saw them on their initial matchup. This is a very tall task. Let's get a chance and takes it. And now maybe a fair 1v1. Where's FNS in this? Playing safe? Yes, absolutely. That turret won't ping. Surprised he doesn't just walk by it. He's got 30 seconds still. He's got room to play. 30 seconds left. Psalm's not moving at all. He had space to take, but he wants to be still close to Victor. Meanwhile, Victor's just watching the cross back. They're allowing this plant to go down. And it's maybe because Finesse has his lockdown to just solidify this in a sense, but very curious how the rest of this plays out because it could be expensive for the NRG side. Right, so with that audio cue there, they start to work. FNS creeps forward, but he should not give up a kill here. So Bianc now knows one has slipped forward. That's going to be FNS. He can isolate that in his mind, but he's only got 8 bullets. He needs his kill and he needs it clean. He doesn't have the angle and he doesn't have the kill. FNS. Full composure, full control. Okay, I thought for a second they forgot where the op was. Nope. Either way, they have plenty of time to defuse, but absolutely well done from Victor. God, what a start from him. I think on this map, he's playing fantastic. The other one, he played pretty good, and that was not really the same case. A lot of people analyzing the Billy NRG first matchup between these two teams thought firepower was the issue for NRG.
Can I get this?
And yet here, Victor leading the charge, but again, they need to have a flawless half from here on, and that, even that round, when it looked clean, it still went down to where there was questions. Maybe a shark attack here, dive through mid. Artist still with an op though, so I'm not sure exactly how this is gonna go, just a flash to threaten. Maybe just trying to bait the top mid player in, but the dart's gonna do enough to dissuade that. They don't need to check behind it. Bianc's done his job without putting his life on the line by any means. And look at the dart that he's actually thrown as well. That's actually clearing to make sure there isn't pressure from Artist all the way through. Normally that one's going to the bottom of middle. Let's see, anybody playing close? Arm. Oh!
My ult's ready.
Snapping his wrist for that one, but Artist trying to fill it. Holds on. Do you dare? Surely you don't go back into this. Look on the other side of the map. They're still considering this A site. Yeah, absolutely. And the one thing NRG is not really doing outside of those A pushes is controlling the extremities and taking these orbs away from Billy. At least denying them early here. Billy has full reign to continue farming up. Som's got a fair bit of kit though, still can stall out with the smoke, but they might try and just get in front of it, and a preemptive lockdown on B just to ensure it. Allow for those rotations to come in. They note Som, but they don't know Crashies, but they need to clear the site. Crashies gonna punish towards K-Knight. Look at Som, gets the reveal, gets the punish. Beautiful synergy between the two on the site. YZ though trying to thread the needle, does punish Som. 25 seconds now.
What?
Spike in hand, Rin's got an artist, but they still don't clear Crashies. He's still here. He can still be a problem. YZ is watching this. Eagle eyes, he's dead! Crashies!
They got
Clean.
a pop.
Oh, and just 70's found FNS. Crashies is just left in his cage. How do you get out of here? What are you meant to do? Spam him, try and draw him out? What's the plan here for Crashies? He's being just cornered, kept back.
Second one to do more damage from the top.
Scanning ahead.
Oh, Crashies, this is brutality from Billy. Just leaving him there to watch as they take away the round.
He was there for the entire hit. The entire time. He even got super value with Som, the combinations of the smokes and the darts.
Spike down A.
But once again, the right call and also the right amount of kills here coming in. Just perfect. Rin catching artist, jumping into the smoke. Ill-advised there, I would say. And then jumping up top too, leaving him to play there is just such a big brain play.
It's a little unorthodox, but it's so logical when you watch it in action. And they're keeping the money humble from NRG down to a low-end purchase. Couple of ults, yes, you got Victor's, Crashies there, and Som's, but
Wow. No damage, but they kind of know that Finesse wants to play close. Given the money, given it's a light buy. They know what's going on.
yeah, I mean, if you see a judge, I'm sure YZ's reading it real well.
Cross-map knife there from Victor. Does get information as they pick up the orbs, but that's more ults online now. They're really going to walk into the judge of Finesse.
Can he do it to him, though? They seem so heads up about this. He's still got a chance, right? It's like Bianc could force him off this. And they know he's here. It's basically on FNS and Crashies. FNS just goes in, he wants it, and he doesn't get it. Chip damage ain't enough. Is now forced away from CT. Billy should have the safety of the cross here.
This post plant's going to be difficult to get through with the weapon disadvantage, plus the ults that you can start to play with. YZ playing still in there with the Yosemite flank, with Rin a flash as well. They're ready for it, and Som does get it. Still so many layers, though.
How'd you break this? Trying to toy with him, trying to tease him. Victor draws out the first shot, but it's not like YZ's falling away. The follow-up flash was stunning, but Rin bails him out. Keeps them safe so he can readjust towards the position. They still haven't forced him away. NRG struggling to take those next big steps. I don't know how they're going to find it. They might need to pull the plug.
There's a gun in mid, maybe, to pick up. Or are they going to just look for exits here?
I mean, Billy already out of there. It's Artis who could maybe catch one. Unless they hunt them through. Okay, at least Artis going to catch that. That's an upgrade.
Yeah,
He can gather.
Crashes wants to die there. Yeah,
Yep.
he has the Guardian.
Okay, so they get out with what? A Phantom and a Vandal. So best of a bad scenario, I guess.
I mean,
Both timeouts burnt.
they need both. I mean, they need all these rounds. We've said it already. This is way too many attack-sided rounds here for Billy. If NRG wants to stay in this game. Billy are in absolutely full control to best these North Americans.
It's just been bizarre to watch in my mind because I haven't seen NRG look like this in what feels like years.
There's cognitive dissonance in our minds, like just crazy what's going on right now. It's hard to fathom. But here we are in Los Angeles, a place that NRG's been playing all year round.
No jet lag, no nothing. It's their home turf, right? This is home territory. I'm stun-locked by this because it's not just like cheesy plays from Billy. It's not like a...
Yeah, it's not that split game. We can't just say it's wisely with a judge. He's playing solid on all weapons. And for those who don't know, I mean, Wisey's been in that Chinese scene for so long. He was the guy before Kong Kong. It was the guy that everybody said, oh, he's coming. But no, Kong Kong takes the stage first, and this is the ultimate first star out of China.
It's it's just amazing. Because as I said, YZ was the player we were told to look towards, but even in their opening games, Bianc was the one truly claiming our attention.
Yep.
Yosemite in just that previous map was one of the pivotal players. We've seen stars out of all of them.
Are we going to see it dive down? It doesn't look like flash out for Victor. They just want to take these challenges. You've noted a lot how often Billy is just taking the fights in mid, but that's shifted over time. No dart this time, though, and might get an early kill for free.
They're trying to prop up Artist to be that instigator. Does well on the first, but careful now in no man's land, because you can see Billy leaning away from this.
This angle from Psalm is really good, but how do you get out? Can you get more than one?
Oh, yes he can. Just about 43 HP, but he will have to go up the site, but that's fine, he'll take that. Middle's being patrolled and claimed by Artis. The map feels small for Billy. They can't fall away safely towards short. CT gets smoked off, and YZ he's gonna hear that. He's absolutely gonna hear that. He doesn't catch the timing though. Artis is already gone. This is on the site. Yosemite, K-Knight. Full util for K-Knight, but what can you do with it though? You're not even able to use it at this point. A tap on the spike draws the fire, draws the attention.
What?
He's got FNS, but they've both fallen. Oh, come off it. Look at the damage. Victor also took damage there. It's still dangerous even in the rounds they win.
You just have to think though, if that choice of strategy was slightly different for Billy, if they go for the normal mid presence that they like to do, Artis has to come up big. Here, he gets kind of lucky given the strat that Billy chose. YZ's just trying to pressure as hard as possible towards B. While Yosemite watches the backline, everybody else controlling A main. All of a sudden, this round is different. But it does buy time for Artis to now get this op up, for this money to come through, for NRG to maybe make a final stand in this half.
It's uphill, but it could be possible, right? It's like they've slowed it down enough. Billy back to what looks like basics. Still got presence towards top middle, but it does seem destined towards B for now, at least for the start. Get that all on the verge here. Okay, no, it's still quite far off, but Bianc, Yosemite, and Rin with theirs. And Artis lets him pass.
Billy just super calm here. NRG's rotating all over the map, trying to find something.
Should be big info off that knife too. At least a player too. And they just drift in towards the eyesight of Artis. Potentially got a glimpse as well. Follow up here, predicting it. Didn't quite land that one. Now he's in danger. Does he get out with his life? Tries to have the smooth moves, but it's just Yosemite to find him. Does that open the floodgates? They're forced already towards CT. They have an option towards the site.
This is crazy from YZ too. Pushing way in front of the lockdown. There's gonna be a flash, it doesn't connect.
He's back in, couldn't get the follow-up, but still does damage, taking away Victor. Plant now goes down 3v3 post. Rin plays ahead, plays outside of this, tries to avoid, tries to evade. Finesse gotta be cautious now. So on the next one,
You don't
try and
expect it.
step up. Yosemite's watching it, and look at this. FNH, what a follow-up! A 1v1, IGL versus IGL. Bianc at the back of the site. FNS a step too close. As Bianc outdoes him, keeps Billy in the lead.
Last round before
And it's a 1-half. Officially, Billy win the half on this attack side of Ascent. Very defensive-sided map in the past. Yes, it's gotten a little closer since Tokyo, but there's no way you should be giving this up if you're NRG with these standard comps. Right now, they look outclassed.
That is not a sentence I expect to be saying, hearing, or even expecting at this point. But it's absolutely the case.
There's
they look
finally.
straightforward.
Finally that shark attack, but they just react into A site.
Maybe expecting it, maybe feeling it, but the stall's fantastic. FNS is here early. You're already going to hear Hunter's Fury in the backlines too. You know that normally Crash is good for it, but still look at the damage. It's FNS teed up by all of it. Crashes does get Bianc down as well. Still in play though. They're winning out the fights on the site. A 3v3 out of nowhere. It's Rin still posted here. Gets away, doesn't get noted. YZ catching him up. How is this happening?
They're all on site. Smokes are everywhere. It's pure chaos. And they lose track of Rin somehow, some way. What in the world? 8-4, Billy on this half. Again, this is not the way you want to start. This looks we could really start to even say this might be all but done. NRG need to dig super deep.
It was an upset the first time. This would truly be history in the making for Billy. Unbelievable stuff as we take a break for just a second here.
Thank you so much, Pansy. I'm standing by with Klaus from Korea Esports, and I've got to ask you, as somebody who has played against NRG, who's seen how good they can be right off the bat, is this surprising to you?
I don't feel surprised about this. I think Billy is getting the momentum on this tournament, and they're just playing together, getting the trades, and getting the timing to pop off individually.
I mean, the crowd has been so heavily behind BLG, alongside with NRG too. It's been fun to listen to this split crowd, but what is it that Billy are doing so well as someone who's played against NRG a number of times? What's working for them?
I think what I feel of them, like they're looking happy playing, you know, they're enjoying the game and they're having the momentum. They're like, they're having the pace of the game. So, you know, like, you look and they have like, maybe they're down by 1 or 2, but they're winning the run anyway. So they're getting the trades, they're getting the timings, and that's it.
Now, last question I have for you, and then I'll let you go. Let's pretend for a moment that you're Chet, you're NRG's head coach. You've got an opportunity to talk to the team right now, heading into the second half of Ascent. What are you saying?
I think they need to be more like confident on themselves. That's it. Like ensure the more the game. Like I said before, they Billy is looking like they're trying the game, and maybe NRG is having a bad time now. So yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. We're going to throw it back to the game.
Good to hear from Doug there. Do you miss your man? Come on, leave it there. No, I'll just leave it with a laugh. That's fine, just cut it there. But back to business. Let's kind of refocus here, because genuinely this is out of the realms of expectation, statistics, all of that fun stuff we can run through. At 4-8, you're already highlighting and alluding to the fact that this scoreline is incredibly hard now for NRG to work outside of.
Yep, absolutely. They had some rounds on bind where they were working the map really nicely, but Billy continued to shut them down, any momentum they gained. And I think the problem I'm having here, when we keep seeing expectations, such shifts in them, right now, we're looking at a 2-0 as well possible here from Billy.
Things begin with this, the pistol on the second. NRG eyeing up that B site. They need it too. They lose this. I don't know if there's a way back. But middle's already flooded. They've got a full wrap on this site here for Billy as well. They are going to be everywhere at once.
Remember, the pistol retake that they had was all corners. This time they have no presence from spawn, but there is a flash to re-clear. Turret just does the job instead, and they have those tools now to get into sight as well. This is going to be a full exchange of flashes, util, and NRG doesn't have much.
Welcome to the chaos. You got a paranoia, you got flashes, you also got bodies on the line. FNS and Victor don't care though. They're holding him back. K9, almighty, not again. It happens again and again, and now Crashies tries to keep cool, tries to wait, but he's been found, hunted down. Billy breaking NRG's hearts.
There's no way. That initial barrage, we were talking about it. NRG survived just fine, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, these pistols combined. What in the world? From K9 again.
Yep.
That guy is just a monster today. And they're fired up.
He's giving it now. That's what you want to be seeing. Yeah, that confidence building. I mean, even in the interview, discussing momentum, confidence, being able to do this sort of thing.
Jeez, that's cold.
That's so sick.
That's cold.
Absolutely love it.
The silent shot heard around the world here. Just beautiful from YZ.
So it begins potentially the downfall of NRG. They have to sit back in this round as YZ wants to just mow them down. Yosemite's there just spamming away, keeping them back. Look at the chip damage again. Nice from FNS taking down K9, but YZ goes unnoted. And what is he doing? He's just a phantom behind him. He's just ripping them apart. Victor Victor finally puts him down, but they're just getting confident. They're getting a little out of their minds about this one. As FNS is trying to keep this normal in the realms of what he expects and knows. Victor's got a chance. 56 seconds. Rin's a problem, but Bianca's on 4 HP. There is a chance here.
Definitely. He's going to get way ahead of this, too. So he'll have plenty of time to reposition, which he'll need to try to find these 1v1s. For Billy, the protocol is going to be come back into the site together. Have Bianca get baited for Rin. And that seems like an easy prospect, but with all this time Victor has, very doable.
30 seconds left.
And remember, this is not, NRG didn't force into this. You think they might have needed to, but they didn't. Yet here they are. Already a successful eco.
How does he get both? Paranoia smoke. Victor needs to be the North American hero here. He's going to hear both. He's trying it. He is desperately trying it. The plant, going to get smoked though. That's an issue. He's got a fair fight. Oh, it's not clean. And he's not stopping. Bianca will hold this. Defuse! And a desperate attempt. But a slight fall short. And 20 HP being the difference.
And ultimately, two players stand alive here for Billy. Curious what they're going to decide in terms of the bonus, but I like this decision. I mean, it's the low HP player. Sticking in that case, just ridiculous, but we'll take it. Knowing that that stinger goes out real quick, just putting the smoke on the spike, realizing he's not backside, all of a sudden, you're very confident in that.
Look at this buy from Billy. What do they come back? I see a Bucky.
These are the rounds. I mean, we just saw the chaos that YZ put through. He did buy full, but that's because he's one off knife. So next round still, this is a full bonus. They're very happy to play this.
And they got the 4-play stack too. 4 of them posted on that B site. NRG trying to get a feel of this.
I like that too. The one way to indicate that they're trying to peek inside of B main there. That's some false information that could indicate that there's no stack on the B site, in fact.
Drone is gonna highlight there's at least someone, but what do they know? Not enough yet. Ardis waiting to pounce, door is shut. And I'm terrified of what waits around this corner, because it feels like Billy thrive in this mayhem. And it might just be that. And here we go. Ult invested, K-Knight will be spotted. And that's the big clear. Rin goes down and Ardis starts things off very well. Bianca should already be considered from the Owl drone earlier, and YZ gets cleared. That is the diligence I expect from NRG.
30 seconds left.
Very well handled. But remember, this was a very weak bonus. Definitely room for shenanigans.
Yep.
But instead, the Prime Gaming flawless for NRG, and we're still looking at a dire lead here. 5 rounds for Billy. This is where you have that more even purchase for Billy. They've got the knives, 4 weapons up. That's why they call it a bonus in the first place. Great entries from Ardis. And Victor to close out. Remember how that started. Billy trying to bait the fact that it wasn't a B stack. In fact, NRG goes into it and still is able to deal with it.
If there was going to be a round to close the gap, this would be it really for NRG. The first big challenge on an even enough purchase.
Oh, he can get up on top of that box with the one.
Yeah.
Never seen that before.
Well, there could have been a bit of a window for timing there, but it wasn't. FNS couldn't see
He's
it.
going to ping the turret. That will maybe get Finesse to peek. No.
You can see the idea, though.
It's so beautiful. 2 sides of the map. Things are going through their heads to try to get any advantage in the fights.
It's cost a lot of time. We're down to about the minute mark here. Trying to maybe feign a little pressure towards that A side. But I'm still looking at that spike. And FNS is still trying to find that player. Looking for Rin. So close by, though. We know they disrespect these smokes, and he's not quite there for it. Rin's found FNS, but where do they now turn?
Breaking all the KJ util. Entry on A. Should be where they end. There's still 1 molly, but 3 players coming through tree, and it's their turn to freeze.
Ardis. Oh, it's not clean. K-Knight outdoes him. And now they're being stalled out 30 seconds, and they're walking into 3 players, and K-Knight holds. Looks for a follow-up. YZ can't quite connect towards Som, but K-Knight is defending this site with his life. And Som is on 25 HP, and he knows that 11 is calling for Billy. It's 11 on the board. NRG faltering in the buy.
Crucial round. They don't get it. All of a sudden, you're looking at a must-win round for NRG. All of a sudden, you're looking at 6 to even. Think about tying the game. That starts to be insurmountable when you're on the attack side. What?
Jesus Christ.
Crashes gets that 9 out of 10 times, but you're seeing the pressure get to everybody. Artis was definitely labored on that spray. Honestly, the fact that he even committed to that kind of scares me.
Get out of my way.
They might just get a little faster and a little more confident, and you don't know what Billy are going to do. NRG left waiting and wondering. There is a challenge in middle. They're not letting this go for free by any means.
No info going to be garnered, though. I wonder where Crashies chooses to use his drone. Finesse is getting real close to these 3 players. Close mid, dodging the turret.
God, drone's
Ever
gone
so
to a big name.
There's nothing else.
Just the turret, and now that's cleared. Does FNS want to try and play the time?
He might get baited by the footsteps here. Thinking that he's falling off, thinking that he can just walk into mid and Yosemite's still there. Meanwhile, the rest of the team going back. I mean, they're indecisive here.
Yeah.
Looks like they're coming in. There's the drone. So it's not indecision after all.
50 seconds. 2 players here. Bianx one of them, YZ the other. NRG en route. Mid is going to be a loss for FNS because he didn't clear the corner. Yosemite waited. Bianx strikes as well. Overheats a little, swings in towards Victor, who's waiting. But YZ and Yosemite absolutely eviscerate NRG. They are on 12, and it's not just map point, it's match point and elimination points for NRG.
That case, too perfect. They swap the KJ onto the other side. There's not enough early presence map control gain from NRG. Absolutely losing the plot when it comes to calling on this game. And there's only been 1 round won on this attack. Comeback feels out of the cards. Billy on match point right now. Feel like they're about to do the impossible. The second Chinese team here at Champions 2023 to qualify for playoffs might happen right now.
The pressure starts as K-Knight, who has been superb, gets smoked off towards top middle. You can see the backfill from NRG. No more timeouts to be had, all burnt in the first. Only claiming 5 rounds and a broken bye to try and stay alive. YZ, an opportunity. First target spotted, but it was cautious from Som as he looks to address middle here, and NRG wait.
Broken bye makes this almost impossible. The KO ult as well makes this even more difficult to actually entry onto this.
K-Knight, he's so close by to this. He's got support from CT, but you can see the temptation. It's calling him forward. Bianx gonna be under pressure. Does he get away from this? He does. Steps forward, finds one big trade. K-Knight in the back, takes down Som. It's on 3, make it 2. Victor and Crashies. Oh, it's only Victor. The truly unthinkable might just be happening, and it has! It's been 614 days since NRG crashed out in a group stage, and we got to witness it here against Billy 13-5.
The second team on the day from China has made it through, and this is not an experienced team. This is